Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Excellent.
So until they join us, I'm going to kick this thing off with, recently here in the blockchain space, the power of a community coming together for a common purpose and people promoting things and doing stuff has really been on display. The sad part, it's not here at this point. We're going to hope we're going to turn that around. It's in a project called Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? So here you have a group of people who got together. They created 10,000 NFTs, just NFTs. These NFTs began to become popular. The people who own the NFTs began to promote and market and drive their NFTs. Over time, these became extremely profitable and extremely big. And again, it was not just the company, not the project holders, and it is a company structure there that released it, but the community got involved and began to help to drive those. The value went up to an ETH, 2 ETH, 5 ETH, 10 ETH, 20 ETH, 50 ETH, where the floor price now is $300,000. Interesting enough, they launch a token. The token literally creates billions of dollars in wealth, with hundreds of millions of dollars that going to the NFT holders. Recently, they purchased 2 of the other brands because they had enough cash flow to do it. 2 other of the NFT brands from one of the other labs that is out there. And now they just raised $450 million to build a community-driven NFT project, or a metaverse, a community-driven NFT. So what's happening is you have a community of people that came together and they didn't say, hey, you guys let us know when you drive the value of this. They got involved and they pushed and they drove and they proved that community is power. I'm not saying that the Bored Ape Yachts are not interesting looking characters, but they're nothing super special. They're nothing when you look at them, you're blown away by it. But what happened is the community behind it got extremely passionate about it, and they helped drive the project. And so that is what it takes to build it. Now, I don't know what it's going to take for us to get that kind of passion behind what we're doing and where we're headed to and stuff, but it's okay because we're bringing great projects to the marketplace. And at some point, somebody's going to go, wow. And I believe we have one of them that we're launching are going to talk about tonight, and we'll have a launch schedule over the next couple of months from what is happening. Do we have them with us yet?
We do, most of them. The only question for Julian or Jonathan, who was just here, I think I lost him, is Lana on your team? I'm trying to get her up on onto the panel, but she's not joining.
So I'm going to finish and then we'll introduce these guys to you guys to talk about it. So again, guys, the passion of the community is what drives the growth. It drives it. And it shows that passion of a community can take an okay brand, right? A decent looking project, these ape NFTs, bring out mutant NFTs, create billions in wealth there, then launch a token and create billions in wealth. And then have a major VC company decide to put up $450 million for a metaverse to get built that will continue to provide value for the holders of that project. Now, that's one instance of it. It can happen again and again and again. And if you have the right smart people that you're partnering with and building, we can build something that's absolutely tremendous. Being a community member, we had one of our community members say, hey, my brother's a game developer and they're developing and building this play to earn game. And the cool thing about these guys is they didn't say, hey, let's launch an NFT and then we'll take that money and we'll build a game, which is what most people do, right? Because they don't have the resource to do it. These guys said, let's take our own money, our own skills and talent, which is vast. These guys have helped work on the projects for a major game companies on some of the hottest games that are out there over the last 15 years or so. They understand game theory, game development. They understand the graphics. They understand every part about the gaming side of it. And so they said, hey, let's put our own money and time and let's build a game. And then once we get that game basically complete it, let's find a blockchain team that will put it all together. Great to announce that Muon will be handling that. I don't know if you guys know that Muon handles the game development side of Fear Game, which is one of the top play to earn games out there. So they built that back end technology. They're also building the back end technology for this game to be brought to the blockchain via our partnership that we put together here. And so the neat thing is you have game developers that know what they're doing. They understand the idea, the concept between getting people hooked on playing a game and not just going, oh, this is boring, let me run off and go do something else. Which, by the way, I did play a play to earn game over the weekend. I spent about maybe 40 minutes and said, this is kind of boring. I played another game in a metaverse today, and it took me about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to get bored with it, right? Once I figured it out. Those are a lot of the games that are being produced right now. And so we've got this incredible partnership where we're going to be putting out utility NFTs on a play to earn basis. And so the neat part is they put their own talent, they put their own money up to build a game that is basically completed. It'll go through the hooking up and testing and all that stuff. And what they've done is set it up to a pathway, which once the NFTs are launched, within 3 to 4 weeks after that, the play to earn part will kick off immediately. So a lot of people are having to wait 3, 6, 9 months, a year for that to happen. These guys have put it in a position to make that happen. So Julian and Michael, welcome to our AMA. Welcome to the community. Thank you for joining us tonight and coming on board. I'm going to let you guys each go through and just give the highlights of your game experience that you guys have been through. And then maybe we can get a little bit into why did you guys decide to do this? By the way, they love to play games, right? That's why they got into building games, right? They're not somebody sitting around going, hey, we can make money building games. They love the idea and the concept of gameplay. And then if you would like, you can introduce everybody to the rest of the team. That would be perfect. Julian, you want to take it first?
Sure. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, so I got into game development in 2007. It's almost been 15 years. I worked at studios like Ubisoft, Square Enix, THQ, worked on big titles like Assassin's Creed, Marvel Avengers. My specialty was animation for a big part of my career, and then I switched to tech, and now I'm managing teams. In my path, I've also created an indie game studio in 2015 to launch my own project, and that got me into indie dev a lot. And when I got into crypto about a year and a half ago, I heard of NFTs back then, but didn't know the full potential of it. And after researching it for quite a while, I thought that gaming was the perfect application for it. And this is why we're here. So I started developing this game and talked to some developer friends of mine that got really excited into this venture and decided to jump with me on this crazy adventure. So yeah, we looked at projects that were available on the market, and we always saw the same pattern. They get millions of dollars, and then they make promises that they will develop a game, and then you look at the profiles of the team behind it, and it's, you know, fancy profile words for titles that don't even exist. And we thought that, you know, with our expertise in the game development industry, we we didn't want to take people's money right off the bat to invest in our project. We wanted to prove to them first that we are able to do the project that they want to invest in. So that's why we've been working on our game for quite a while now, and we have a product that's ready to be played by users. It's a first version, early access of our game, and yeah, we approached the guys at Nexus to see if they were interested in this project, and they were really excited from the first time we talked about it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. You want to introduce the rest of the team, Julian?
Yeah. So the people that are here is Mikael is my right-hand man, basically. I say right-hand man, but we're really equal in this venture. So I met him about, what, 6-7 years ago, something like that. We were in a really small indie studio, taking a break from the AAA craziness. And he has the same drive and motivation I have to do games that the communities will like. So I'll let him talk more about himself.
Hello everyone. I'm very happy to be here today with you. Yeah, so very quickly on my side, so I start in 2014 now, so nearly 8 years. I start as programmer and game designer in a small indie company working on a narrative game. And in that company, I meet Julian, and we very quickly become friends. We have the same interest for the job and the same kind of vision of video game that we want to make, and video game we want to play here at home. After that, I joined a AAA company and work on Tomb Raider license, Gotham Knights, and Guardian of the Galaxy more recently also. And that's it for me. Very happy to be here today. And I will let Jimmy a little bit if you want.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. So
Hey,
yeah, hi. On my side, yeah, I've been working in the game industry too since 2013. I started as a QA tester, so just testing games and trying to get a foot in the door, right? So, and then after that, well, I tested Nazgûl, Thief, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, and Just Cause 3. And then my real passion is more, visual, so illustration, drawings. So I quit the game industry just to spend a year as an illustrator for the Montreal Impact, the soccer team, just to draw for them. And then I won a prize for that. So I was like, oh, yeah, cool. So I can go somewhere with drawings. And then I came back in a AAA company and I delivered Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Marvel's Avengers as a animator, and then I try on the side to show my drawings, and then now I'm a storyboard artist, so I can just show what I can do with a pencil, right? And on this project, I'm the one doing the drawings and the NFTs. So yeah, it was pretty fun.
I was clapping for the artwork because we've got.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so excited to meet you, Jimmy, because we've seen some of the drawings and NFTs, and I love them. So this is the first time we've had a chance to meet. So
Thank
nice.
you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
You guys this is a great team. We've been working with them for months, and you guys are all great. It's just delightful. But Jonathan, are you being quiet and shy?
Hi, everybody.
There's Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, I wanted to let the real artist talk instead of just the guy behind the numbers more than others.
You like numbers.
Yeah. Numbers are great. They don't lie. No, personally, I don't. I'm the only one. Well, probably the only one of the team that don't have a game design, video games background. Me personally, it was in the film industry. I started in 1999, and I started started film school then, and after that, After that, I went into producing and film editing, where I did. Yes, we are brothers. I saw the question pop up.
Yeah.
And did the video editing for lots of short films, music videos, feature film, pilots of TV shows. Then went into producing, and that's where I loved it because it was the business side was something that was calling me, and I've been doing that since. So this is more my side is behind the stage and helping people to get where they want to go and making a vision possible.
And Jonathan, you were actually the first one to get TruBadger, find out about the Nexus ecosystem, and tell all the other guys about it, correct?
Yes, TruBadger. I was actually talked about it from a childhood friend of mine, Alex Levy, and he got the information from Corey, or a friend of Corey, and he got me in the loop a couple weeks before the launch in last June, and I've been a Badger holder since then.
And he makes these cool. I got to turn it the right way. My coaster holders, which I use all the time. They're here on my desk.
Yep.
So very cool, very cool. Well, thank you, Jonathan. Okay, so who wants to tell us about the game and what your guys' concept and idea? Who wants to lead the conversation on the game development? You know, what am I going to do? How am I going to have fun and play to earn in this exciting game? Who wants to jump in and do that part? You, Julian, or?
I'll let Michael answer this one.
It will be Julian, of course.
All right. So basically, game development is a very big process, and making a full game takes years. So we decided to cut our game into segments, modules, and the first module being a kind of AFK runner, I guess the genre would be, where you have your character running and you can either let it run or you can click on abilities to try to participate, and there will be enemies that you will be facing. So actually, I'll rewind a little bit. The character that you log in the game with is the NFT that you mint. So all the NFTs are an exact or the 3D model of your character is an exact representation of the NFT that you minted inside of the game. And basically, there is two elements that are very important in the gameplay, and that's the attack and the defense of your character, which is randomly distributed based on the NFT that you have. There is 4 elements in the game. There is ice, fire, lightning, and earth. And depending on the element of your weapon, you will be stronger in a opposite elemental level that matches. So if you have a fire weapon, you will be doing more damage to ice opponents, and the contrary is the same. So that means if you're in a fire level and you have ice armor, then you will be more resistant to fire, and so on. And it's a wheel of the 4 elements going like this. So for now, it will be a AFK runner. You will participate in a leaderboard. So you go down dungeon floors, and the furthest you arrive and the more enemies you defeat, you will have more points. And eventually, your character will get defeated, and your score will be posted on the leaderboard. And we plan to reward the players, the top players of the leaderboard every week. So the dungeon floors combination will be randomized every week. It won't be the same elements over and over. There's chances for it to be like 5 fire levels in a row, and then 2 ice, and then 1 earth, and we don't know. So it's always going to be randomized. So your NFT could be really strong one week and could be struggling a little bit the other week. And it will make it so that even if an NFT doesn't have like all the rare traits and all the legendary traits, it won't make their NFT bad. It will just make their NFT average for passing through the dungeon. Whereas an NFT with stronger traits could be very strong in like a fire level, but he would really suck in an ice level because he's more in tune with one of the other elements. So that was one of our priorities. We don't want to make this pay-to-win game. We don't want someone with like a humongous wallet to just be able to buy an NFT for like $5 million and be able to always win the leaderboard. The leaderboard is always going to be balanced throughout the gaming experience. Yeah. So yeah, that would be for the first module. And then in the roadmap, we have 4 other modules planned, I think. You're muted, Mika. We have a full action RPG game down the road in December. So then you would be able to customize your class, level up your character, have full control of your character to explore the world and the dungeons and everything. It will be more hands-on.
Everybody wants to see visuals, so I'm going to show them whatever I've got. I'm going to show.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the dungeon floor that you run through, and there will be. Actually, I think I can actually just show directly my screen.
Yeah, if you want to share your screen, you can. Everybody's like, show me, show me, show me. We're very visual people, so
Yeah, even
grab
me,
the
like,
share
go for it.
your screen and show it. We want to hear it all right? We want to see it all.
Let me.
He shared a little bit with us, but there's more. And we teased him in Telegram today with your revolving little video of all the characters, so they had a little taste.
So yeah, I can show this. One sec. This and. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he
so
got all the good stuff.
This is a old gameplay footage that we had. The PowerPoint is not up to date, so it doesn't reflect the current state of things. But basically, your character would run through the dungeon, and this is how you fight the enemies. And as you progress through the different enemy types, those enemy types are randomized also, so you never have the same fights at every play sessions. Let's see. What can I show? What can I show? This is unplanned to see the document, but we can show. So yeah, the module 1 would be the endless runner, and then we would create a second collection of NFT for adding more player to the game, because basically an NFT is part of the player base, so we will need more players at some point. And then we would have dungeon runs, so class systems, new locations, story, the lore, and we're really hoping for taking the community to participate in developing the lore with us, which would be pretty cool. Then we would have lens, so lens sales where you could host your own shop, sell your own rare materials. You could rent out that tile also if you don't want to manage it, and you could rent that to someone else and earn money on it. After that, we would have multiplayer, so raid, big boss fights, raids, and stuff like that. And I think this is what we have so far for modules. Am I forgetting anything, Miguel?
No, it's good.
Actually, we could do something for the first time, and we could actually post the website address. That
Yeah,
you
will be able to find all that information in a more up-to-date state in the roadmap. It's still work in progress. We still want to spend more time and enter more detail for each step for the roadmap. But you will have a general idea of what will be the future of Legends Unchained.
So guys, if you're on board with turning this into, I'm talking to the community, if you're on board with turning this into and doing the work, that means promoting it into $1 billion game franchise, please put a 1 in the chat. That's what we like to see.
That's what we like to see. Pink. And I will, Sharona is out on YouTube, and we've got about 60 people on YouTube as well, so she'll keep us posted on
140 volunteers already just between the 2 lives to help push things along, guys.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we'd like for you guys to do, they just set up a lot of the socials. Rhonda's going to go through it, like, share, join the social media accounts that will get you here so we can start moving those numbers up and get that going. Rhonda will share. You don't go do it right now, guys. Rhonda will walk you through it here before we get off today to get on board with all the social media accounts. All right. All right, guys. Was that enough 1s for you? You need some more.
Well, and you're not seeing what's on YouTube, but they're the same thing. Everybody's focused, which is good.
Awesome.
Very good.
Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is in the next probably 3 weeks, the pre-sale for the NFTs will go up on Catapult Swap, and you'll be able to do a small deposit in your first purchase of those, or register to how many you want to get involved with and all that stuff. And then the official sale will start about a week later. And then of course, the game will launch about 3 to 4 weeks, right, Julian? About after the NFT sale?
Yeah. It's the NFT sale is planned for the 25th of April, and the game will go live on the 23rd of May.
So you guys know we'll do the deposits before that for the white sale. So normally 2-day sale, right? White sale purchase, and then the following day is would be the actual token generation event, or the NFT generation event, which would be the following day, the public sale side of things. So the 24th would be the actual white sale purchase date. So deposit a week prior to that. White sale on the 24th. 25th would be the public sale, and with the help of you guys, we're going to sell it out completely, right, guys? If you're going to help us sell it out within minutes, please put a 2 in the chat. Let's go with the 2 this time. I want to make sure you're paying attention.
Well, how many NFTs will there be in the series first round?
10,000.
So put 1,000 in the chat if you're. Let's go big, right? So 1,000 in the chat. See, there we go. That's what. 2,000. Thank you. If I hear 3. See, that's a great, you guys. I love the look and feel of this game. It's very, I think it's very much, I'm not a real big gamer, and when I even just see the images, I think they're really cool looking. And I love the fact that you're saying that you're never going to battle the same thing, you know, each time. It's always going to look a little different. Because a lot of times it's like the same thing that's, you know,
Well,
Mario
that's how
always looks the same, right?
That's how my son always beats me in everything, because he has this phenomenal photographic memory. He remembers every character. He remembers how to beat it. I come along, I forgot 15 minutes later how I fought it the first time to beat it. I got to go back through it again and again and again, and he just remembers it. So maybe this is one I can beat him in, and defeat,
we have faith in you.
Get a higher score than him, be higher on the leaderboard.
We have faith in you.
Yeah. So guys, it'll be on the deposit will be in BNB, and then the mint will be in Polygon. We're looking at maybe a couple other ones. The key on Polygon, guys, it's a penny to mint, right? And it'll be easy for us to transfer it over to other chains. But we are looking at some other stuff, so we'll get you more details on that. You know, the onboarding system will be there for you no matter what we do or which direction we go in. So we will get you more details as we get closer to that point. Okay. So again, Don will put out a schedule on registration for the white listing. And then of course the public sale. We'll get all that stuff put together in a post, and Rhonda will probably get that out in the next few days on schedule, timing, and all that stuff on what we're doing with it. So that'll be exciting.
The name of the game is Legends Unchained. I put in the chat here the two primary social medias that are up and active. This is, so you want to be early adopter, go and hit the Facebook and Twitter. And
where did you put that, Rhonda? I don't see it in there.
It's in the chat. I just got to repeat it every once in a while since the chat's moving.
All right.
Yeah. And so we need to help get them kick-started, because these are all brand new.
Right now we're live, so let's go. Everybody just jump over. Let's get at least 140 new people between the two where we're at. We got about 140 people on here. Let's get 140 people on Facebook, 140 on Twitter, and then let's start inviting our friends to become a part of it. All right.
And I'm popping
right
now the Telegram channel in the chat as well. And then you are, Julian, you said you are working on your Discord page as well. So they'll be expanding their social media.
Yeah, I was actually working on the Discord server right before it started. And it's probably going to be tomorrow because pretty exhausted day. But yeah, and we will start posting on all the social media starting today also.
Yeah. This is real fun. You guys, your marketing and your imagery is just, it's colorful, and it's fun. It's not too scary. It's not too childish. It's right in that sweet spot of being appealing to everyone. So I just am super excited about the opportunity here, and the game's probably right up my alley.
All right, guys, I was just number 16 on Twitter. I'm going to go back in a few minutes. It better be higher than 16.
Higher than 16. In fact, wait a second. I just want to, there's a couple of your channels. You've only got a few, and there were only like 2 or 3 people on it. So Jimmy, Mikhail, Jonathan, have you guys all liked them? I know Julian has, but y'all better be fun. I know you just set them up today, Julian, or yesterday. So
jump over there, guys. Yeah. Like, share, invite some friends.
Yeah. This will be fun. I think the price point on the NFTs in the pre-swap or the whitelist is 2, if I'm not mistaken, Peter?
Julian?
200?
For the
numbers guy is shaking his head. Gosh, why
We'll
am I
have
asking
the-
you? I'm
we'll have
with Jonathan.
the pre-sale whitelisting and then the public sale. So little variance between the two.
There will be.
We'll get that. We'll get back to you guys on that. I don't want to put everybody on the spot. We'll look through the numbers and we'll
We'll
get
make
back to you
sure.
guys on that here very shortly. Okay.
It'll be in that
So
sweet spot.
by next week, we'll get back with you guys on the exact cost of what it is. But I have to say this, guys, these guys all have full-time jobs and they built this. Imagine if we could get it to where this was their only focus. And that's every morning they woke up, they dreamed about Legends Unchained. Then they, thought about it when they were eating and they didn't have to put their minds on other games and other stuff. Imagine them being able to, bring on some new people and really start expanding this. This is a team, guys. If we give them when we give them the resources and the ability, I believe they're going to perform above our expectations and they're going to deliver just phenomenal, one after the other, after the other, after the other. I have a really great feeling about working with these guys. They're nothing about hype and all that stuff. They just want to build great stuff. And when we talked to Julian the first time, he goes, we want to build games that we want to play. And that was one of the key things, right? They're not building a game just, to build a game. They like things when they're playing games themselves. And they said, we have now a chance to build some of the stuff that we would like to play and how we would like for it to go on. And I love the fact it's the way the elements work and the way everything else works. Everybody has a chance to be, have the right NFT and the right play ability throughout that and possibly end up being on the leaderboard. That's fantastic. And the way that's working. And of course, we go beyond that. Did you guys hear something about land sales? I got to tell you, I missed the land sales on Decentraland and Sandbox.
Yeah.
I didn't have any special privilege, but I got to believe that when the land goes on sale, if you hold the first series NFT and you happen to participate in the second series NFT and you hold a couple NFTs, I think that might get you to the front of the line on buying some land in this thing. I'm not positive. Don't hold me to it. But I think we could probably figure out how the people who supported the game and were there from the beginning would be the ones that would have the possibility and the ability to get the land first and have the big advantage there. Would that be something that would be accurate to say, Julian?
Yeah. And to answer two questions I just saw, some people say that they're not gamers. How can they earn? This is why there is an auto run feature on the game. Is you can just log in the website, say run, and your character is going to do it automatically. You can even adjust the speed to speed through it if you want. You don't have to participate actively in the game to be on the leaderboard.
So what you're saying is I could beat Peter even while I'm working?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
I'm telling you, I was worried we were gonna drop in productivity. We don't have to now. My little guy can go out there and earn on his own. Put him to work. Go, go, go.
I love it. I love the way our minds work.
Drew wants to know if he can buy a dragon ranch and sell dragons to players. Look, it's a metaverse. There'll be all kinds of business opportunities available to take place. So you never know. But make sure you have some NFTs, because otherwise you'll be paying $95,000 for a tile of land to build your dragon factory. Oh my goodness gracious.
I think these guys have been a little bit I think they were kind of hiding under, I don't know, whatever. I just have to read these again. So here are the games that these guys have worked on. Assassin's Creed 2, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Rise of Berk, Shaun White Snowboarding, War Whammer 40,000. You can see I don't play a lot of games. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Guardians of the Galaxy, Gotham Knight as senior technical designer, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Temple of Horror. I'm gonna spot that one. Just Cause 3, Marvel's Avengers. Mankind Divided, Star Wars, The Battlefront 2, Mass Effect, Mad Max Fury Road, Mortal Kombat 2021. I mean, this is some serious stuff, not to mention what Jonathan's been up to in the music and film industry, which is also quite impressive. So I think they've got a handle on this.
Excellent. So guys, let's open up for some questions in the Q&A, and then we'll get those answered. So we're going to get an answer for the cost per NFT on the pre-sale, and then also the launch day. So we'll get you guys that next week. Yes, there is an earning opportunity in the game. So that's a yes. What skill components are in the game? What player action influenced the success of the character?
The skills, the component right now that will be able to be used for the early access is you can either auto run through the dungeon, or you can manually click on the abilities when you arrive at an enemy. The result won't be that different because we don't want to penalize people that are just doing the auto run feature. But the skill component will come in December when we release the full version of the game.
Yep, phase 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Then it will be a action RPG, you know, like Diablo, like Torchlight, like the games that we all know.
And I want to answer to this, guys. That's brilliant, because if the game was difficult and only skill-based to start with, you're not expanding the audience to be there to support the early development, to get involved in the whole part of it, the second phase, the world once the land is there. So it's great to make it fair, because I can say, hey, if it was only skill based, someone might go, I don't want to buy the NFT because I'm not going to learn to play it. Knowing that I can put my character out there and I have a chance to benefit financially through the token just by having that NFT until the second series comes out, then I have as much of a chance. Because I'd look at it and go, I already work 16, 18 hours a day. I'm not going to sit down and play games that much, right? But the fact that I can have that NFT and have it run on auto is absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, someone like my son would probably never run auto. He'd play, right? Because he likes the experience to go through it, even though it's going to be, you know, a lot of it, the results will be the same. He'll still have fun playing the game and going through it. So it's brilliant to have an easy entryway and then expand and grow from there.
Yeah. To answer Mark's question, in phase 1, you could say that the top spots on the leaderboard is going to be a matter of luck, but not only a matter of luck, because what we plan to do is you will have a number of runs that you can do every day, and you know, some people, if they want, they can spend tokens to buy run packs if they want and do more runs and try to grind that leaderboard. But I mean, I'm trying to find the words in English, but we don't want I lost my words. Like I said, been a long day.
You need a Chinese translator? I'm kidding.
Okay, so you go French to Chinese, and someone else can do Chinese to English for us. I love it. I love it. Can we? I'm just going to ask selfishly as well before we get too far along and all of a sudden it's over. I would love for you to show off your work, Jimmy, and show us some of the NFT characters in detail, because the colors are so brilliant and so it's really neat. And your concept of changing, you know, one character could be identical, but he'd be dealing with the fire element, or he might have the ice element, and then their swords are slightly different, or his hat could be different. So I just Yeah, I love it. So if you can share your screen and share a little bit, that would be awesome. I'm putting you on the spot there.
Yeah, sure. I'll just try to open my folders and.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here's a few I got here.
And then I'm checking. Sharona usually pops the open questions for us in the chat from
Yeah, so
YouTube, but everybody's very happy over there. Oh yes, oh yes.
So this one's one of the first one I started with because I saw what the 3D model looks like in game, and then Gene has a good idea to. He asked me if I can bring something different to it. So I did a doodle. I did some sketches, and I found it's possible to have this level of detail and to be able to draw as much elements and parts possible to generate 10,000 or more characters. So this is the first one. Second one. So these are more examples. The chest piece or the helmet could be changed, and yeah, exactly.
I love that one.
Yeah, and the weapons and the weapon and shield can have different elements. So right now we see a fire shield, an ice shield here, and there's more coming for sure. Those ones are the most polished ones. I have more that are on the way.
I think they're absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, so there's a GIF here to show some combination.
Yeah, that's the one I popped up in the Telegram chat because it's just too cute, too much fun to watch, you know.
So that's it. So yeah, I work on the logo
Brilliant.
too recently, and it was pretty fun. It's pretty motivating, and coming from the game industry, it's fun to have some side project. And this one is a very I saw that everyone in the team is very passionate, and that drives me to help them. And yeah.
Well, you guys are a great team, that's for sure. Oh, you got a fan in the chat. Somebody's chanting your name. Maybe it's your mom. I don't know, but no, it's somebody else. It's a new one.
Definitely not my dad, though.
Excellent, excellent. So, any more questions? Let's see. We got one in the chat. So, pay to win. If you have an NFT, guys, there'll be a certain amount of runs that come with every NFT. Okay, so what Julian said was if you want to do additional runs, then at that point you would then you could pay some tokens to do additional runs on top of the runs that you'll automatically have. Does that answer correctly, Julian?
Yeah, I just want to put an emphasis on the fact that, you know, even if people do additional runs, the outcome of those runs is still going to be in the hands of that system. So it won't make someone always win something. It just means they'll have another chance at running through the leaderboard. But maybe the one person did one run and topped the leaderboard more than anyone, just because the random rolls that he did through the dungeon for his fights was just better.
Yes.
So
yes.
we want to avoid going down the pay to win route as much as possible. Like we're against that as developers.
Mark is asking, will all NFTs be equally balanced, or will there be rare and legendary NFTs above uncommon and common that perform better than others?
There will be rarities in the pieces of traits of your NFT, but they won't affect the gameplay the way that you might think. Like even if someone has an NFT that has only legendary traits, it won't make him a better player in the game. What it will do is you will look badass. That's for one. And additionally, you will be stronger towards a certain element, but you will be weaker against the opposite element in the same amount. So it won't make you better throughout the whole dungeon run.
And also, Julian, would that play more affect the rarity and stuff when phase 2 comes and then phase 3 of the world, right? That probably some of the rarity side of things.
Yeah, exactly. For the more rare NFTs, we plan to transcribe them into the full game. We didn't see how we're going to balance it yet, but it will be rewarded for sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And Yanni's question is desktop only or mobile as well?
I don't think it's going to support mobile. Not yet, at least. Not yet. For now, it's going to be web.
I will say maybe it's something that we can plan later. But first web-based and desktop game, maybe mobile. Yeah, could be interesting to working on that later. Yeah.
But the main focus is definitely web.
Yeah.
On desktop.
Okay, so great question from Peter, which is, while staying away from pay to win, how will the game be funded long term?
So the initial funding of the game is going to be through the NFT. We plan to release our token 2 weeks after the NFTs. The tokens will have a very small transaction tax. I think we're talking about what, 6-7%, something like that. And this is going to go for both the prize pool and also development progress and all that stuff. The token is going to help us with that. And the tax of the token is going to fund the prize pool of every week's leaderboard.
And then also you have the additional runs that are purchased, and then you have upgraded in-game assets that'll be purchased over time, where I want to buy a better sword, I want to buy a better this. And then of course you have the land sales and revenue on that, joint venture things within that the world. So there's a lot of ways to make this. The key is, and I think this is where a lot of people are missing out on, it's got to be fun to play. People have to want to come back, not just to make money. They want to come back because they love the gameplay. That's why I'm excited about working with these guys. And that'll keep them coming back. If they're continuing to come back, they're going to continue to spend money in game for new assets, new things, new stuff. They're going to participate in events that would be possibly a cost to go to those events. All of that can continue to fund the ongoing ability to earn within the game.
Yes.
But the key is getting them to come back to play. If all it is about earning, those games will crash. I'm telling you right now, down the road over the next few years, the games that are just about earning money will not survive. It's games that are fun to play. People want to be a part of it. They love the characters. They love the development of it, which is why you want to find games that have what? Game developers behind them, people that know what they're doing, creative people that are going to be able to look at it and say, here's what's working over here. Here's what worked in this game that we worked on. Here's what works here. People that are very in tune with the space of game development and where it's headed to. And that's what we have here with this game, guys. We have a team that can turn this into, as we develop and as we get behind it, they can take what the resources and the help that we're giving them, and they can turn it into an amazing product that will have that potential to have people, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people coming back every single day playing in the game. And then you'll have the thousands that are saying, I'll spend $20, I'll spend $30, I'll play and I'll earn, and I'll sell some of those assets to somebody else. So all that stuff is coming in the future. That it's all in the plans. Guys, you haven't put the white paper on the website yet, correct? Soon though.
Yeah.
Soon. Daryl asked that question. So, all right, let's see. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, I'm going to answer the question of Yanni. He asked if multiple players take on a challenge together, are the rewards greater than in an auto run? The multiple player aspect of the game is going to be in the phase 2 in the action RPG, the same way you would group with other people to tackle on a boss or something. It's going to be separate from the auto run feature. The auto run feature is mainly to give people access to our game right away, and we will develop the second phase in parallel.
Excellent, excellent. Jason has a question. How are you going to market it, and why would my nephew want to play? Again, game theory, right, guys? You have a team that's experienced in that. As far as marketing goes, of course, standard marketing. So the base of the marketing, the start point, is this community, right? Going out and helping drive it. Same thing that helped market Bored Apes, right? The same thing that's helping market these other projects is the community. Remember, community is commerce, right? It's the driving force of it. And then, of course, once the NFTs are done, traditional advertising, marketing through both game channels and cryptocurrency channels, bringing more and more people getting involved with it. You know, prize pools maybe getting bigger and bigger because of the fact that more and more people are playing it. Those are all the ways that it'll be marketed and brought out there from that side of it, and continue to push it and move it forward.
And look for us to continue promoting this in the Telegram and our social media. So you'll see as we get closer to launch date, the exact dates, the exact price of the NFT, how to register when Catapult Swap is open, you know, when is it going on to the public sale on CNP. All of that will continue to pepper you with those fun details as we hammer them down. We really wanted to stop hiding this one away from y'all and make sure you got a chance to get a very, very good first blush look at what's coming your way. This is super fun, guys. And I love the fact that it's like, it seems a very family-friendly type game as well. So appealing to all types of ages. And that just speaks, I think, to your values as a team and as fathers and family people. So we love that. You're great guys.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. I'm sure that we could probably get some video out, guys, of the gameplay over the next few weeks. You know, have Julian sit down and maybe record himself playing the game. And so you guys can have an idea of some of the play value there. And then, of course, like I said, we'll have the pre-sale and then the official launch day. And then we'll just start having fun, getting the game out and getting the tokens launched.
Yeah.
We are also going to spend a lot of time on documentation, just to let you more visualize and tutorialize the game and the game loop, just to enter more in detail, because it's quite difficult right now because a lot of stuff are still work in progress, and we don't want to show too much things who are still work in progress. But we are going to spend a lot of update in the next coming days and week also, so we'll let you know about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, stay in touch, guys. That's why I haven't looked, but I'm going to assume, and I'll be disappointed if we haven't gotten the Facebook followings, Twitter follower, and Telegram followings up to at least 100. If we haven't, then shame on us. Because there's well more than 100 of us on this call between Facebook and the Zoom. So that's the place to go to keep updated on what's happening in the world of Legends Unchained.
Rhonda, can you put those in the chat again, please?
I will.
I'm gonna go check on our work.
See how everyone's, if they're.
You gotta, that's what you do. You gotta check on the work.
Check up on y'all. telling you right
Also,
now.
as soon as we have the Discord server up and running, this is the
Oh, yeah.
main place where the dev team is communicating also. So we'll always have access to the community and be able to answer any of you guys.
I do. I'm really becoming a big fan of the Discord format, and it is the place for gaming and NFTs for sure. And I'm starting to really get the rhythm of how that works, and I really love it because there's so many options for sharing information on that. So.
All right. Well, we've got 30 on Facebook right now. We've got 31 on Twitter. So we can definitely get a lot more going there, guys. So, you know, throughout the night when you get off, some people are maybe on their phones and don't want to leave the AMA to do it. So as soon as we get off here, you guys can jump on there, hit Twitter, and then hit the Facebook, and then the rest of the assets will launch here in the next day or so. I got to go over here on Telegram. I'm number 3 on Telegram.
Mark,
Wait,
it's
I gotta...
because it was already taken.
Yeah, that's the reality of trying to register domain names and capture all the social media. Sometimes you have to get creative with your spelling. Your 3rd grade spelling teacher would not be happy, but hey, I'm guessing she's not around anymore. So. All right. Well, we don't want to keep these guys too long. It is they're on East Coast time. They were excited when they heard that our AMA started at 7 p.m. Pacific because that meant their kids were all asleep. So like, yes, all right, the kids will be in bed. But we don't want to keep them up too late.
So Rob, real quick, guys, before we leave, let's go through. Julian, give us what your goal is to do in the next 12, 24, 36 months. Mikkel, Jimmy, Jonathan, give us, and I'd like it from each one of you guys, just your perspective. What would you like for this to look like in 12 months, 24 months, 36 months? What's the goal here to build from there?
The goal is definitely to invest ourselves fully in this project and this company. So you know, getting this project funded is going to allow us to put a lot more time and effort in developing this game and this ecosystem. And you know, we think that there is a really big place in crypto and NFT in general. So we plan to take our place there, and we're still very early in this space. And I think, you know, as an investor of crypto myself, the best thing you can do is invest in a team that's qualified and gives a lot of love to their projects. So.
Yeah, the last game that I looked at, guys, nothing against truck drivers, but it was a truck driver who decided to start a game. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, you know, I'm sure he could hire some competent devs and stuff. But I'd rather have a game developer decide to build a game than a truck driver. That's just my opinion. All right. You guys, who else? Who's next? Mikkel?
Yeah, on my side, in the next year, we'll stay focused on Legend. Just keep building the community, discuss with players, see what kind of stuff we can improve as a team and as a game developer. We in a game development in computer science project in general, you continue and you still think about the next step also. And we, as a game company, we also have a lot of another idea. So maybe in, I don't know, 2 years or 3 years, maybe launch another project with the community just to see what kind of new idea we can push and what kind of project the community want to play in a NFT or in a meta world. So we have a bunch of ideas, but yeah, first stay focused on Legends, do stuff properly, talk with the community, and see what kind of good stuff we can do with the people and with that core idea for a game. Yeah.
Exactly what Mikael said. On my side, my job is to make it look badass. So that's what I'm going to do for the next few months and weeks. And I have a bunch of ideas too in my head. So the team knows about it already. So I think we can just focus on this one first and move on to another one later. But for now, my job is to draw and to make everything look cool and to reach as much people as possible.
Nice.
So, and this is a fun part for me. So, I mean, I can do whatever I want. So it's pretty fun. So, yeah.
And I think you hit on it, Jimmy, because a lot of people have asked about marketing. What's the marketing on it? Create badass graphics and then get it out in front of people who look at it and go, that's badass. I want to play that game. I want to be involved with it. I want to get into that. That's the ticket right there. Right?
Exactly.
On that side of it.
We've seen enough apes already, so we're going to try to do something else.
Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you.
Let's draw some cool stuff, and we can see it on screen already. The game exists, the character exists. It's fun to see the drawing and then to see the character and see it perform and play. So yeah, I think it's very promising.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, Jonathan, you're the financial guy, so lay it on us. How big are we going to build this thing? Is
Give me the numbers, bro.
Some game developer 5 years from now is reading their thing. They're going to say, I work with this company. And it's kind of like when we said Ubisoft today, everybody goes, I know that company. That's one of the biggest in the space.
Yeah, and most of them are based from Montreal, Canada. It's the capital of video gaming, and you know what? It's just the place to be. But the thing is, we have an amazing team of developers. We have an amazing team with you guys, with the Nexus ecosystem in the back, helping us develop everything. And we have an amazing community that we've seen that for almost a year now, with everything. And it's really the community that's going to decide if this is something big that we can develop. And you want the numbers? I'm not talking dollars. It's about people talking to people and talking to people, word of mouth, that's going to be able to bring this thing to the forefront of all the leaderboards of the different metaverse. That's what happens. It's going to be your excitement, your word back to us, that's going to help us develop bigger and better things that you guys want, because we are part of this community. So it's just going to be, the way that it has to be. It's with open conversation, and we're just going to build bricks on top of bricks and on top of bricks and on top of a solid foundation. And then we'll have an amazing game that's going to probably, well, hopefully start being the template for other games that people are going to be like, you know what, let's do it this way.
Mm-hmm. So inspire others. That's awesome.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Guys, we're going to have another guest next week we're working to get somebody on from Muon so they can explain the game technology that is going to be behind this game, as well as the cross-chain that's going to be behind our tokens and all that stuff that's going on. And then the following week, we're going to jump in with some more than likely an exciting another set of guests that's going to talk maybe a little bit about the metaverse. And that is just the beginning of what we're about to do here as a team, as a group. It's amazing. You get a great team of people, a great community, and then now a great team of developers that are going to work on it. It's win, 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 win. And we're going to continue to drive and continue to move things forward and continue to make stuff happen. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Again, guys, about 3 weeks, Catapult, and then whitelist sale day, the 24th, public sale, the 25th. We're going to start getting a lot of posts, a lot of information on it that you can share, like, and comment. I'm going to check before I go to bed tonight, the Telegram, the Twitter, and the Facebook page. We better be over 100, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to go like 2 months without giving away any crypto if we're not over 100. I mean, I'm not going to like even give away one single token if we can't get these over 100.
Guys,
by
There's a
tonight.
burn party tomorrow night, you
There's
guys.
a burn party tomorrow night. Yeah.
Gonna,
So if
like,
we're
go.
not over 100, you guys,
Oh.
we're not giving anything away tomorrow night. Okay, it's done. I'm locking up the closet. It ain't gonna let no more tokens out because it just we're not making it happen. So invite friends,
Yeah.
like, share, comment, do what
This
we
is a fun
do.
game.
Let's show them the power. Let's show them the power of community, collaboration, and what we're gonna do in the future to drive this. Again, everybody, thank you for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you so
We
much.
look forward to seeing you guys on the burn party tomorrow night.
Yep.
And I have a feeling
All
we're
right.
going to go to work and we're going to be giving away some more tokens tomorrow night. 'Cause
All
we're gonna
right,
be
let's
over
do
100
it. Let's do it.
across the board.
Thanks.